Picture this, a night etched in the annals of my memory. An incident that still sends shivers down my spine. I was just a 13-year-old, lost in the oblivion of a deep slumber when the inexplicable unfolded. In the hushed stillness of my room, dimly lit by the feeble glow of the moon filtering through the curtains, I was jolted awake after a mere hour of peaceful sleep. My groggy eyes slowly adjusted to the surroundings, and that's when I saw it. An eerie, ghostly presence hovering about 4 feet above the ground, a face as pale as a spectre, reminiscent of a drama mask, materialized before me. However, what made it utterly chilling was the absence of a head behind it. Instead, a void stared back at me, where eyes should have been, allowing the ominous darkness of the room to seep through. As I grappled with the surreal nature of this apparition, a low, guttural growl permeated the air, a haunting gurr that resonated through my very core. Panic seized me, and in a heartbeat, I found myself catapulted out of bed. What followed defied the laws of physics. I didn't use my hands or legs, but rather, I bounced out of bed, propelled by an unseen force. The urgency to escape this unearthly encounter led me hurtling down the hallway, guided by an instinct I couldn't comprehend. I sought refuge in the living room, where the comforting glow of the television illuminated my parents, still engrossed in their late-night show. However, instead of the anticipated solace, my parents' reaction was far from sympathetic. Their annoyance pierced through the air as they questioned whether I was under the influence of drugs, a notion that only deepened the mystery. For the next few days, I kept this paranormal experience to myself, attributing it to the peculiar state between sleep and wakefulness, convincing myself it was a mere trick of my overactive imagination. Little did I know, this bizarre encounter was merely the prologue to a series of inexplicable events that would unfold in the coming days. A week later, I found myself at my uncle's house, a seemingly unrelated event that would soon reveal an eerie connection. While my uncle engaged in casual banter with his neighbor, I overheard snippets of a chilling tale. The neighbor recounted a recent unsettling experience within the confines of his own home. Seizing the opportunity to share my own hair-raising encounter, I prodded him for details, bracing myself for the revelation. To my astonishment, his description mirrored mine. A white, floating head haunting his bedroom on the very same night I had my otherworldly encounter. The revelation sent a collective shiver down our spines, transforming a seemingly isolated incident into a shared nightmare. It was a synchronicity that defied rational explanation, leaving us grappling with the unsettling possibility that something beyond the realms of our understanding lurked in the shadows of that fateful night. The days that followed were fraught with tension and an unspoken connection between the two of us. We became entwined in a web of the supernatural, uncertain of what awaited us in the dark corners of our lives. As the mystery deepened, so did our fear, manifesting in sleepless nights and paranoid glances over our shoulders. With each passing day, the veil between the ordinary and the inexplicable seemed to thin. Strange occurrences became commonplace, and the once familiar surroundings of our homes became fraught with a palpable sense of dread. Whispers of disembodied voices, unexplained shadows, and an inexplicable drop in temperature fueled the growing terror that had taken root in our lives. Desperate for answers, we delved into the annals of local folklore, seeking tales that could shed light on our shared nightmare. The more we unearthed, the more apparent it became that our experiences were not isolated incidents, but rather part of a larger, more sinister tapestry. In a bid to confront the malevolent force that had intruded upon our lives, we sought the guidance of paranormal experts, turning our homes into makeshift laboratories for investigation. The air hung heavy with anticipation as we conducted seances and employed every conceivable method to communicate with the unknown. Yet, as we delved deeper into the occult, the malevolence seemed to grow stronger. Unseen forces toyed with our senses, manifesting in inexplicable poltergeist activities and eerie apparitions that defied all rational explanation. It became a relentless game of cat and mouse, with the supernatural entities always one step ahead. The chilling culmination of our ordeal occurred one fateful night, as we gathered in my uncle's living room, desperately attempting to unravel the mysteries that plagued us. In the eerie silence, punctuated only by the creaking of floorboards and the distant howl of the wind, the temperature plummeted, and an otherworldly presence filled the room. A ghastly apparition materialized before our eyes, a manifestation of the spectral force that had tormented us for weeks. The disembodied head, with its hollow eyes and malevolent aura, hovered ominously in the air. The air thickened with fear as the ghostly entity spoke, its voice a chilling echo from beyond, recounting tales of anguish and despair. In that harrowing moment, our shared nightmare reached its zenith, and the boundaries between the living and the supernatural blurred into a nightmarish tableau. The events that transpired that night remain etched in our memories, a testament to the inexplicable forces that can encroach upon the realm of the living. To this day, the haunted whispers of that paranormal episode linger in the recesses of our minds, a constant reminder that the line between reality and the unknown is thinner than we dare to imagine. The supernatural occurrences that unfolded during those weeks serve as a cautionary tale, urging us to tread carefully in the mysterious realms that exist on the periphery of our understanding. Our shared ordeal remains a haunting chapter in the book of our lives, an indelible mark etched in the shadowy corridors of the inexplicable.